What's happening with our waters, Dr. Alexandra Morton?
I'm good with the rain. Thank you. The mic needs to be dry. Yeah. My heart goes out to all of you who are standing here in the rain, who are pitching your tents here, who are being criticized in the media and misrepresented, who are standing up against something so large that we're not even sure if it can see us. We certainly can't even see it. We can only see a small part of it. When the salmon farms came into my area, we were told it would be good for us. And we were good with that. We trusted them. But my town is dead. There's only 7 people left. The school is closed. There's 27 big Norwegian feedlots there instead. And now we hear they brought the virus, infectious salmon anemia, with them, which is the most lethal virus known to salmon. And the Canadian government has said nothing. And so, myself and a small band of people that is growing are testing these fish for the government. Amongst us is Mr. Reed, who's standing here. When Jay said I worked single-handedly, that was the one thing he said that's not correct. There's other wild salmon people, Angela and Jeff and Elena, who show up every time we need to do something. When the Peachy salmon farmers talk to us, they try to make it out like we are hurting the jobs of their industry. And I want you to know that this industry, the shareholders include the Norwegian government, J.P. Morgan, Bank of New York, and a number of Norwegian companies, including Statoil. These are not our neighbors. They try to pit us against each other. And so we need to feel the compassion of the people who are afraid to lose their jobs and understand that we're working for them. I don't know where these CEOs think their children are going to go, because for the moment, there's no ride off of planet Earth. We're all here together. And the only way to go forward is peacefully and powerfully, and you've got to see the energy around this planet that we depend on. We cannot stick our hands out and commit photosynthesis. We cannot take the energy of the sun right now and turn it into food. We depend on the forests. We depend on this rain. We depend on this natural system, which is enormously strong. And salmon is the bloodstream of this coast. They come through the streets of Vancouver. This is the city of the salmon. And as it rains, these rivers are providing life for these fish, which have brought us the energy of the open sea. They are feeding the trees that make the oxygen that we breathe. People sometimes say to me, oh, I'm a vegetarian, it doesn't matter to me what happens to the salmon. But as long as you're breathing, it does matter to you. And so we are the wild salmon people. In the face of this virus, infectious salmon anemia, that's just been identified in our province now, European strain of virus, the government is silent, and so we are going to step into that void, into that silence. We are the Department of the Wild Salmon. And like you, that occupy the world, you can't see us because there's so many of us. We're spread all over. They don't know who we are. They can't cut me off. They can't stop me because nobody pays me. I just do this because I want my children to survive, and your children. So thank you, all of you, very, very much. The Raza Island Fish Farm is definitely one that needs to go. A big problem with sea lice there. I know all these farms personally. I spend a lot of time out on the water looking at the fish that are suffering by these farms. And we have to remember that peaceful is the most powerful. We really need to join hands and not exclude anybody. And as I sit in the courtroom of the Cohen inquiry, I'm so angry sometimes that it makes me want to do something angry, but we cannot do that because then we serve them. And so really, all of you, as you face the winter coming on here, the spirit here is amazing. You have given so many people around this planet hope. I know you're cold, and I'm sorry I can't be with you, but I'm on another front line. As I was sitting in the inquiry, somebody else texted me, 100 dead salmon in the Courtney River, could you please come? And so Anissa and I and our dogs will be on our way shortly. We have a commercial fisherman fishing in the Fraser River just phoned me about his catch. We're going to go sample his fish in a couple of hours. We, the people, are very, very strong. We are a force of nature. We are the immune response of this planet, every one of you. Please continue and just remember that because these guys are not being ethical and are not being moral, we cannot go near that kind of behavior. We have to be the example and be the future. So really, I love all of you guys, and I'm very sorry that it's so tough on you, but we're fighting for life on Earth. Nothing less than that.
Somebody's got to do it.